My name is Bill Goff. If you're new to this website, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. This is part 2 of a part 3 series that will cover how I make a flower box for a gnome house. If you haven't watched a tutorial on how I carve my gnome houses from beginning to end, I suggest you review that. That would give you a oversight of my thinking and how I go about approaching gnome houses. I apologize for the white wiggles in the video. I didn't realize they were being recorded until I got the video completed. I'm using a piece of cottonwood bark to make the flowers out of. I'll go to my scroll saw and I will trim the box trim the wood to fit the box, shape the corners, cut the corners, just keep whittling away until I get it down to where it fits in the box. Cut the back off. Just whittle it away, chop. Yeah, a little piece here, a little piece there. Let's see if it's going to fit. Yeah, okay. No, it's too big. I need to keep whittling it. Yeah, okay. A little bit here, a little bit there. Check it. A little more in the corners. No, not quite. Still too big. Trim, chop. Okay, here we go. No, I don't want to go. It's almost getting closer. Trim some more. Chop. Let's see, here we go. Just a little trim. At this point, I'm going to take it over to the belt sander and fit it so it'll drop in. Yeah, it's getting close. Just smooth it up, take the burrs off. I think it's about ready to fit. Yeah, a little sand here, a little sand there. Okay. That looks good. I'm happy with that. We can go with that. Okay. I got it sort of fit in the box. Now I want to decide how far the flowers will come up. I'll make a little bouquet like this. That's a little higher than I want, but I'll start with that. I'll cut that out. Now I'll go over to my scroll saw and we'll cut this out. Yeah, let's see how it looks there. See how it fits in. Oh, it's a little too high. I thought it was. I'll trim it down, make it fit a little better. Okay, we'll cut it down. See how it fits in. Okay, well, let's take a look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think that's going to fit. That'll be about the right height. Well, we'll go from that. Here I am at the sander. I'm going to give it a little shape, a rounded off shape of the flower, top of the flowers. A little bit here, a little bit there, just rounding it over. I think this might be easier if I use my drill with a little drum sander on it. I think anything I'm doing with the grinders or the tools, the saws, you can do with carving tools. I just like to do it because it's easier and I'm lazy. Yeah, the grinder, sander, it works a little easier. I can control it better. It's easier to shape. Should have started with this instead of the belt sander. Well, here we go. Trial and error. works better, works good. Okay, at this point I'm going to circle in the tops of the flowers. These will be the blooms for the flower box, the flowers. I try to keep in mind the scale of the house. I'll make the flowers to fit the scale. Just keep making little circles until you get the top covered. We want it to look like little flowers all over the top. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, I think that's okay for circles. Okay, at this point we're going to switch to the grinder. I'm going to use a pointed burr to put the definition around the flower petals. Just outline with the drill like we did with the pen. Just mark it in with the grinder. Just try and make little circles. You can follow your pencil lines, or if you get out of them, don't worry about it. All you do is make circles. Yeah, there we go. They're random. Yeah. After we get done with this, we'll define them a little more. But this is just separating them into petals. Yeah. Okay, I'm going back over and making the lines a little deeper, make it stand out a little more. Just you want the flowers to be stand on their own. You want to be able to see them and make them look like flowers are sticking up. So deepen the lines there. Yeah, it's getting better. A little more, maybe a little deeper. I think these flowers look like daisies, but there may be a special flower that only gnomes grow. Who knows? Just keep defining your flowers. Let them stand out. The reason I don't carve the box and the flowers out of one piece of bark, if you mess up on the flowers, you don't have to recarve the whole box and the flowers on a different piece of wood. You can just start with a piece of bark, and recarve the flowers. If you end up boo-booing, it'll save you time and work, not having to recarve the box itself. Just go over it until you're happy with the way it looks. If it's starting to flowers look like they're standing up, that's what you want. Yeah. Now each one of these, I'm going to make a little dot in the center. It's going to be your center of your flower, and we're going to go back with another different burr to give the petal some detail. You want the petals to look like petals. This is the center of the flower that we're putting the dots in. Yeah. Okay, I think I've about got all the dots in. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now we'll go and okay, at this point I'm going to change burrs. I'm going to put a little pear-shaped grinding tool in. This will give detail in the flower petals. Make them a little more detailed. Each place I put a little hole in the center, I'm going to expand it and taper it out to make the petals look a little flatter, a little wider, a little deeper. This little grinding tool does a good job of giving a little more detail to each petal. And just get each one kind of swirl it around a little bit, expand the hole in the center, give it each petal a little depth. Yeah, that's looking better. Look, each one's looking a little more like a flower. Yeah, Go back a little more. Okay, you can go back to each one that you want to retouch and look better. Keep going till you're happy with what you see. Yeah, okay, that's not looking too bad. Yeah, go back. Okay. Little touch here, little touch there. See little boo-boos. Go back and straighten them up. Okay, now let's see what it looks like in the flower box. Yeah, not bad. A little more retouching, blend in the front there. Let me get my drill here, and we'll do a little more retouching to define the flowers in the front. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, make it look like they're hanging over the edge of the box. Open them up a little bit. Just a little touch, a little air. Just anything that don't look like it's a petal, work on it. You can improve it. I'm going to make the contour a little bit in the back, a little rounder. Yeah, that's working. Not looking too bad. I think we looks pretty much like a flower. This will conclude part 2 of 3 of how I make a flower box for the Gnome House. I will return in part 3 and show you how to paint the flowers in the flower box. Stay tuned.